Traders, 'tis I, TheRumpledOne, coming to you on Tuesday, June the 3rd. The year's 2025. Let's talk trading. Indicators are not the solution. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. And let's make sure we have our risk management in place when we trade so we don't lose more than we're willing to lose on any one single trade or single trading session. Now, I know this has to sound funny coming from me, somebody who since the year, let's see, I think I started online trading somewhere around 2001, has written hundreds of indicators. I don't know if I've hit the 1,000 indicator mark or not, but I know I have written hundreds. But the thing is, there's no magic indicator or EA or robot that is going to trade and make you rich. No, that's just not the way it works, because you see, as I've stated before, trading is not like baking. In baking, you have a recipe or a plan. You assemble the ingredients and the tools you need, kitchen, pan, tin, whatever. And then you follow the recipe and you bake it, and pretty much you're going to get consistent results. Now, if you change altitudes or if you change some of the ingredients, then your results may vary. But you see, the market's different. You can, yesterday there could have been a setup where price entered an area, let's call it my launch pad, and it would have worked. And then you get the exact same setup an hour later, or 8 hours later, or the next day, and then you put it in and it doesn't work. In one case, let's say you were price runs up to the 40, you jump in and it runs all the way up to 65. So you're happy, you just banked 25 pips. Then the next time price hits the 40, you jump in, it might go up a pip or two, or it might, as soon as you hit in, drop down. Next thing you know, it's down to 25 and you've just lost 15 pips. And it's just like, oh, this system doesn't work. Well, you see, no, it does. The system itself doesn't work. You have to work the system. And so the indicator is just one small part of the equation. I always, start these videos for the past, I don't know how many years, with the risk management screen, because it's important. And I see people out on the different trading forums flocking to the where they can find an indicator. I mean, and the thing is, indicators are pushed, they're marketed, and everywhere you go, it's indicator, indicator, indicator. I mean, it's like, well, what about the risk management part? What about the trading plan? Oh yeah, they're usually mentioned, but once again, people are so focused on the indicator or the method. But the thing is, as I just stated, the market is dynamic. It changes. It's never the same market twice. It's like, you can't step in the same river twice. It's moving. And as Walmart likes to say, it's like a living, breathing entity. And so, I mean, here, we can do something I usually don't do. We can take a trade here. Now, we got a flip-flop box. Walmart likes it. So here we're coming down. It just hit the flip-flop. Let's go ahead. Let's put that trade on and see what happens. Look what happened. It's against me. Just that quick. Now, isn't that funny? Now, just so everybody knows, this is a demo account. This isn't real money. I usually don't trade real money when I'm doing videos like this. But, this is what can happen. There's nothing wrong with flip-flop boxes. You can see right here, there was a flip-flop box and price went down. Now, is there a difference? Well, in this case, indicator 2 was magenta, meaning the price closed below the EMA 5. There was one difference. But it's pretty much the same setup. And you can see it's pretty much in the same area. But this is a live example about the market. Now, one of the things that usually gets me in trouble is, you see this, my multimeter for candle color. You see M30 green, you see H4 green, you see H1 green, you see all this green, and I went short. Why? Because there was a flip-flop box, but actually it was slightly late because the flip-flop box actually occurred here on these two, and I jumped in here using the same trigger line. So there were some things that shouldn't normally do, but sometimes I actually do make that mistake of trading against the M30. In fact, yesterday I was stuck in a trade for over an hour because I traded against M30. I had a chance to take a pip. It was pretty much a similar thing that I just did here, but it actually gave me a chance to take a pip. Didn't take it. It kind of looked like this, and then it went up. And a little bit later, it gave me a chance to take, I think, 2 pips. I didn't take it. Then it actually gave me a third chance to take a pip or 2. I didn't take it. And then it ran up, I don't know, 15 pips against me or so. So then I averaged in. And the thing is, I was shorting in the launch pad, which that should have been something that says if you short in the launch pad, the area between 40 and 60, these last 2 numbers here, on the pound dollar, you are playing with fire. But I did get out of the trade hole. And so now we got another flip-flop box here at the 35.18. We've got a magenta. And we just touched it. I'm going to take that short. And I'm still breaking that rule. But let's see, when does M30 end? In about 4 minutes or so. And you can see here, once again, it turned against me. That's why I have those rules in place. And that just goes to show, if you have rules, follow your rules. I mean, why do you have the rules in place if you don't follow them? And as you can see here, if you look left, you can see this was selling area, but a lot of times what will happen is a support area will become resistance, and a resistance area will become support. So you can see here, this level became resistance, and now it's become support. So this should prove my point. Now, what'll happen is we might get another flip-flop box. And I'm sure if Walmart, he's on vacation, I'm sure if he was watching, he would probably be laughing, because you see, as I've, alluded to before, I call myself Mr. Inflection Point, because as you saw, right there, guess what? There's another. So we're going to take that one too. Once again, breaking the rules, but just using this one simple entry of the flip-flop box. And we're going to see what happens. And once again, inflection. I couldn't have planned this better. I really couldn't have. This is funny. So, I'm talking about how indicators are not the solution. And I'm telling you, you should have a trading plan and you should follow it. And so I'm using an indicator and I'm not following the trading plan and things are going against me. So hopefully you can learn by this example to follow your trading plan and don't go against it, because otherwise expect things to not go your way. And look at that. So I am down 17 pips here. And we will just see what happens. We're going to have a new M30 shortly. We're approaching the, in fact, I just saw it hit the, looks like it's going to hit the 25 psychological level. And we'll see what happens. Now let's take a quick look at M30. So we've got 28 pips here. You can see there's a big one. Must have had news come out. I hadn't even looked over. Let me take a quick look here and see if we had news at the top of the hour. And we did. We had the JOLTS job openings. And now you can see down 30 some pips. This price is continuing to go up. And so, once again, I had all this green over here with the one exception. We've got, it's red on the day. We're going near that open. It broke right through the psychological. In fact, you had a flip-flop box to the north right here, which could have exited and reversed. And price is going. It looks like it wants to make a new high of the day. And we're also working with the new H4 because it just happened. It's just an hour and a half old. And let's see, Bambino Flex said go long. Pivot trading plan has said go long near the pivot. Right there at 19, we crossed the pivot. So there's a couple more things that are indicating to go long. And so let's see, the first time the pivot paid off, it looks like the second time would have taken you down for a while. And the third time was a winner. If you grabbed your pips, wasn't too greedy because it looks like it bounced off of that 25 line. Yeah, hit a high of 26. And then this time it's going through. So we hit a high of 32 here. We're going to have a flip-flop box come out. And you know what? We're going to run out of time. Yesterday, I got talking. I ran out of time. And I've got a timer on the screen, but I got to look. And so we are just about out of time. The fastest 15 minutes in trading is just about over. So let me know if you learned something today, really and truly, because I just think it's really important that, the solution is not going to be found outside of you. It's going to be found inside of you. When you learn to have patience, to wait for your signal, and to stick with your plan, that's probably when you're going to see things turn better, because it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and train the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.